And we're back. Another Pilferpup live art stream. Another one with rabbits. Another one with me painting grass. And also continuing this project that we've been working on for like... How many days? It's been like 10 days now, I think. Let me see. I'm gonna look at how many videos there are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So about 10 days of this. This will probably be the last day of it that I stream. Not the last day that I'll have to work, but that's fine. It's all fine. Everything's fine. Episode 538. Yeah, I'll play some music, let some people know, and we'll have a good time as we always do. And I appreciate you guys sticking through this and just being content hanging out, and that means a lot to me because it's like I really like working on this stuff with you guys here because you guys point out things that like it should be changed, and I'm like, awesome, I can get critiquing like while I'm working, which is really cool. And I like that we always have this open communication of like how to improve each other and like what we think would help with our like own artistic journey. So let's keep doing that and just having a great time together. All right, play some music and let some people know. So enjoy. We're doing Dust Force music today because I want a little bit more low key. Not like low key with the knives, but like low key. Chill vibes, fam. Oh, welcome, friends. Ginger East, welcome, friend. Have you seen the new episode of Mandalorian? It was pretty cool. I don't know how Yoda got the black saber though, or like Baby Yoda got the black saber. I wasn't expecting that so soon. I figured they would have like led up to that and not just jumped to that. But I do like that they're backtracking now and kind of like moving backwards through the story to kind of like help you figure out where everything is. How did his mask get cracked? I wonder though. Burning One, welcome. Wow, you caught on way too fast. Very nice. Very nice. Burning One. I'd say let's do your birthday art, Burning One, but we'll do that on another night. Because my energy levels are heckin' low, but we're still gonna work on this together. Pizza roll. You're still working on the animation, friend? The animation I'm making isn't smooth, but it's fine. Yeah, that's gonna happen, honestly. Yas. It takes a lot of time to get to that point of animating to where everything kind of like fluidly moves together. If we look at the last one I did, which is like probably the best one that I've made, it still isn't like perfect, and it's all just in like practice and getting down those little details of like how to maintain consistency in shape and size, you know. So don't think that you're bad for like not having it perfect yet. I like some of these like dark colors over here. I want to see if I can move that in here because I feel like this is too samey. So I'm gonna try and move some of that over. Maybe some of this here too. Maybe I could do like take away some of this and some of that and see if I can do this. Actually looks pretty nice right here. like these colors here a lot too. They're kind of like muddled down. And you can put some in here too. And then maybe some of this here. Some of that here and here. I'm gonna have to start deciding on what I want to do with a lot of this too. I know my camera's always like kind of weird. Give me the gift of a grip top sock. A clip drape shape shift tip top sock. Not your spin slick slapstick slipshod stock, but a plastic elastic grip top sock. Is that from a song that you're writing, or is that just a real request? Because I don't know what any of those things are. Pilfer, can we listen to the Phineas and Ferb theme song? No! Okay, maybe later. But I guarantee Disney's gonna be like, stop it! They're gonna be like, yeah, you're copyright, friend. You're heckin' copyright. Get struck by the copyright, dog. That's what your song should be about. I need to check all these values again, honestly. Your thumbnail reminds me of, of Big Chungus. Well, thank you. That was kind of the idea, is just like something really dumb and silly. I am currently feeling the effects of melatonin, so I can't stay, but I'm just here to leave a like and say that the thumbnail is amazing. Oh, thanks so much. It's funny because I thought the thumbnail was like the worst that I've made, but I'm trying to get into the habit of like just throwing out a thumbnail for like a quick little like idea. So I appreciate that, J-Bonet. It really does mean a lot to me, even though these words seem so like empty in a sense. But thank you very much. I appreciate it. I want to keep those together and then maybe like dim them down. Ooh, that looks actually pretty good. Hey, that's pretty good. Start freaking out. I've had a pretty delirious day with one of my good friends, your boy Kelly, and we were having a good time, and it was just so funny. We have a lot of fun and like too much of a wild time together, honestly. It gets like too radical and like almost offensive. It's we went to Barnes and Noble and there was this girl there and I was like trying to just, you know, just talk to her, but like we were so delirious from like how exhausting the day's been from like school and then like just how long it was in traffic, that I think everything I said came out like mildly offensive, and I was just trying to be like, oh, how do you like working here, you know, like generic like human interaction, but I was like, oh, I work across the street and I hate it, and it almost sounded like I was just like, oh, that's nice, you know, you work here, whatever, like let me tell you about my life instead. And we were busting up for the rest of the night, or the rest of the day, until like obviously now, because we literally just were like trying to have a genuine human interaction, and by doing so probably made this person's night worse than like ever. So they should cancel just like us even existing, because we literally put nothing into existence that was like a positive thing over the course of those 2 hours of being like out of traffic, and it was just so bad. Pilferuni, yeah, ruining people's. It wasn't even fun. She was just like working her normal like job life, and I'm like, I was just trying to be like a genuinely nice person and be like, oh, you know, like, oh, cool, you work here, like, that's nice, how's your day? But it ended up turning into like sounding almost like rude or something, and I'm like, that's not what I meant, I'm sorry, it's just I'm too tired to filter and like really make a good conversation. And so it was just funny. I'm like, of all the things I could have done, I like this kind of like moss kind of going this way. This looks pretty nice. Pretty nice. Oops, I think this... Yeah, that's fine. I kind of like that this is closer and then maybe this goes out, but I need stuff to come down here. So that way it looks like this shape here. Exit that way. So maybe you do like this kind of. And then there's this shape here, right? That comes around like this. And that's gonna be all like dark like this. Like, I understand that this all needs to be simple, and that's like good. But, oops. I think I just broke my computer. By the way, I got 2 of the 7 parts in. Okay, fine, we'll play. It's all for you, Pizza Roll, alright? So know that you're a loved friend if I'm going out of the way to play a song just for you! Oh, my paint's dripping. Ooh. Gosh, that thumbnail. I'm gonna find a remix version of it though. So deal with it. Phineas and Ferb theme song remix. You got it. The thumbnail reminds, oh yeah, Bean. Disney can't copyright crap ever since they took the kid with no next game system. Feel pruning to the song, shake my head. Come on, Phineas and Ferb theme song is a copyright. Yeah, boy. This is actually pretty fun. Even though my computer broke now. Well, this just even further confirms that I'm glad I got a new computer. Because I literally can't even... Did my stylus just decide to stop working? What do I need to do to get this to work? Did my stylus just like die for some reason? What's happening? What's happening? The song's pretty catchy, not gonna lie. I need to turn off Oof. It's your boy Oof. What if I turn on Wacom Professional Service? I have to restart my Wacom because it's being boo-boo. Time to ruin the economy. No, still. Does that mean I actually have to get a new tablet? What if I unplug it? Okay, cool. It works. It's probably gonna be all like messy though, right? Yeah. So I have to restart Photoshop. Ooh woo. That's much better. kind of nice. I like all this like kind of action going on, and kind of like drawing out this like almost I need to figure out what this is communicating though from this like shape here. Oh, they're on top of the... Oh, okay, that's what it was. I wonder if this is like too much here. This way, this way, this way. That's funny. That's so funny. That was pretty fun though. Thank you for recommending that pizza roll. Ferb's nose is gonna waste the oxygen just because how big his nose is. He sniffs about 40% of oxygen is gone. Oh my gosh. You're right. He's right, you know. It's like Morgan Freeman. He's right, you know. So I want this to be like down here maybe. And then maybe like come across their head here. Something like that. And then maybe something like this over here. That's, I think this is actually like a little bit better because there's more, it kind of like leads this section here to be like, this is the information you want to see. This is like, what's important is all this right here. And so if I create more like kind of dynamic shapes going on this way, right? Maybe more sticks and stuff, right? Like the bramble. And they're kind of like inside this tree or something. With like moss behind them. So we'll do that. Okay, we'll do this for now. Oh, look at that. See, that's not bad. I'm trying to see if maybe this moss should be growing like against something. Kujin, how you doing, friend? I like all the exclamation points. Your art style is so good. Oh, thank you very much. It's a long time coming, but there's still so much more to develop with it. There's stuff that I really like with my style in particular that I'm proud that like I kind of developed in this direction. And it's like these, if you notice, there's like kind of a, let me see if I can show you. This is the stuff that I'm like really interested in. Oops. Can I do this? Okay, it's like this section here. If you notice, it kind of like layers like this, like right here, and then right here, and then right here, and here too. And you notice it kind of like folds over each other. I do a little bit here and there, but it's like I'm still trying to figure it out and kind of get a hold on it. But it's like really simple here, right? There's not like a ton of little furs and detail, but there's a lot more detail right here. And then there's not so much here, but there is here, and it's because I want your eye to come this way and see like all this detail, and then see this detail, and see this detail, and go into the face here, then go to the book, then go to his chest, because you can see all the fur like right here, and then in his shoulder, and then in here, and then to come maybe down to his back, and then follow that back up here. And so there's like a method to it, and like kind of like a theory that I'm crafting in my mind. Whether or not it's executed, correctly, I don't know. But I think it's cool. I think it's pretty and fun, and it's not perfect. But is one rabbit blind or just not? Oh yeah, I haven't finished its eyes. But that would be a fun story method. Is like if she was blind. I was painting over her face. What is left to draw? I have to finish her. I have to finish all this background stuff too, and then give some rendering or like detail to the grass and like the surroundings, but not so much that it detracts from the characters, because you want everything to kind of lead in, but you still want enough that it's like fun and pretty. But I do want it to look like moss, but not so soft that it just mirrors the rabbits, because then everything looks really samey, and I don't want everything to feel the same. I want it to have a very different kind of like like almost like a texture. Like rabbits should feel like you can pet them, and that they're soft enough with like little hairs coming out because of the light. Whereas the bark should feel like it's like granular almost. Like if you touch it, you can feel like that bark, that like hardened bark, kind of like scraping. And then the moss itself should feel, I want to say like wet, and like if you touch it, it's like almost spongy. But I have to figure out mentally and also like in an emotional sense, like how does that translate like visually, you know? How can I communicate texture like that without just putting a texture on it real quick? So we'll see, because I could, you know, like I'll show you what I'm supposed to do in terms of like the industry is moss. This is what they do. They'll choose moss, and then they'll go to, let's say like, where's a good one? I think this one's pretty good right here. And this isn't the worst thing. It's just not, I want to learn to paint it all by hand, like by myself, without relying on shortcuts, if you will. Is maybe like take this and like I can do like a copy this and then move this down here to, let's say like here, and I can like stretch it and make it look like it's coming out from the background, right? Because you want it to go like perspective wise towards you. And this is, you know, this is something you guys can do too if this is like what you want to do. It's not a bad idea, it's just not what I like. And then I can edit and transform warp right here, and then do something like this, right? And so it looks like it's like a hill. And even for like setting up like a design, or like maybe there's like, I just want to like put something there so that I can get an idea myself of what it looks like. And I already have the colors layered there. I need to watch the rest of Watership Down. It's really good. I loved it a lot. And I can multiply, which will make it probably too dark. So maybe it's like overlay. I'm still learning these two. There we go, overlay, right? And so now I have the colors that I want with the texture of like that moss there. And then I could even like stretch it more if I wanted to, like this. And be like, oh, look at all that moss there that they're sitting on. And now it looks really pretty, and then you have something kind of like interesting behind them. And then I could even take, let's say, like a fun brush that looks good. This is actually a brush I should use more often. Oops. I can like erase with it with like, let's say maybe this one, and do something like this. And then like create these like areas of like moss kind of on the ground. And it doesn't look, I mean, like I'm new to using these things as like almost like a background texturing, but that's ideally what you want to do, is just like throw that in there real quick to get that idea down and move on real fast. But you know, I need to watch the rest of Watership Down. Hold on, time to ruin the economy, blah blah. Hi Pub, hi Kujin, and then Taylor, Meese. They're not mice, they're rabbits, friend. Your art style is so good. I really appreciate that, pizza. How is work, art, school, and stuff going, Pup? It's good. I started my new class today, and everybody in there seems really cool. One of my friends, Kevon, he's in there too. He's a cool dude. He's really trying his best to hopefully become part of like Cartoon Network, and I think he can if he just keeps following his dreams without giving up based on like what other people perceive of him. Because that's really what it is. And so we'll see how far he goes based on that. But those kind of dreams are so hard to achieve that he's gonna have to bust his sweet hiney to get there. There we go. Get some nice squarish textures on this like moss. Let's see. Oh, what'd I do? I do this every time. I make so many mistakes. What is your new? Oh, it's Advanced Animation 2. So coming out of it, we should have some like really fun animations and stuff. Is one round blind? What is left of your drawing? I think I explained that. I need to watch the rest of Watership Down. Yeah. I think I was pretty caught up on. Yeah, I'll save as. Another one. Rabbits 10. See if I can get like a nice texturing going on here with maybe even less of this to really like blend it in fun. There we go. That nice flow. Just a little bit of highlights, you know, just in like very specific places, and then maybe some nice like dark, let's see, some nice dark values thrown in there, maybe even like darker. Another like highlight over here. But also make it kind of like disappear into the back. And then have this branch come out here. Flip that bad boy upside down. Maybe have the top part highlighted like that, because it is just a tube, technically, right? And then you have this terminus shadow right here, and then the base color of the branch is like this brown right here. So we'll have that terminus shadow nice and dark. Bring out this nice color here. So would you say that only scrubs use lines? No. I think it's really just a matter of style, honestly. I think there is something to be said about doing art without lines. It's like eventually something everyone should learn, because then you're just doing it based off of silhouette, and like how do you focus the silhouette with like details and like decide what part of it is important and not. But also love the scrunch bunny. Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah, I can't do it with my neck because I don't have my penta chin anymore. Yeah. I'm almost done with your blanket. Even though technically it's like been done, because the art for it's done. It's just like adding that little thing, and I'm like, I don't want to just layer like a blanket over him. There still has to be like some storytelling to it. So of course Lyria stole like the majority of it, and Belly Rub has just like a little bit, because that's just their personality together. I presume you wanted like some kind of update on it. Typical Lyria. I mean, I guess I could just have like this branch be like up here, but I really just want it to be like moving into the back and maybe some like moss growing on it. Like up this way. But then I have to change some of it too, because I want this to be. Just remember now to. Yeah, I know. I'm well aware. I'm underwear. Oh, your jokes though are so funny. Pilferpup, please. Get some. Stands out way too much. I like these muted colors here that are like kind of boring. I hate to be like that, but oh yeah. You're like, I just want to feel comfortable. See, there shouldn't be so much detail on this because it is just like a tree branch that's gonna be like moved into the background. So let's see if I can move it back here. Behind the robots, yeah. And then I can remove this. And then this kind of like escapes back into the distance, right? So if I have perspective wise, like let's say this is the horizon line right here, because it probably is. Yeah, this is because you're seeing down at them, and then you're starting to see, yeah, and then this is above it, okay. And so it disappears like right here. And so because of that, right, you want to do like this, right? Because it's like a path coming from about over here. So in terms of perspective, you have like that V shape that that says like goes off into the distance, and so as things go off into the distance from that V shape, they get closer together and smaller. So like cube, until it's like really tiny. So I could do that, right? Maybe make it a little bit smaller. There we go. Just like that. And so that'll decide like whatever I have over here, but it's going to be blocked by all these because I don't want like the viewer to be focusing on like, oh, what's over there? It's more like, oh, there is something over there, that's cool. But focusing on like what's right here and having this little hill come like this and like this and like this, kind of like right here, and then maybe something like this to lead in that way. There we go. Make that a little bit, so I kind of like set it up. I love it when artists push the boundaries. Oh, yeah, fair enough. Boundary pusharu. Ooh, that's nice for like the moss. That looks really good. This opacity I feel like needs to be even lower just to like, there we go, to really blend that in and make it have like a nice fun texture to it. The thing is, I also have to like use this to draw a different way. Otherwise it won't work well. It'll just look like splotches. But you gotta have like almost like different shapes, I feel. Or like sizes and shapes. And this will get like bigger as it gets closer, and then you'll use a smaller stylus as it gets further. Are you going to be recording your animation homework? Yes, I'm sure I will. My teacher was actually recommending Clip Studio Paint. We'll look that up together. Clip Studio Paint, because that might be the one that we all should like recommendedly get, because I think he said that it works for like animation too now, and like he works for a certain animation company. I'll ask him if it's okay to talk about that, but yeah, Clip Studio Paint for like, let me pull this up here real quick. I just need to make sure this is okay. This is all like, this all looks like it's like $219 for it. Let's see what it has. It's like supposed to be pretty nice, because I was gonna get the Adobe Creative Suite, which is like, ooh, look at that, comics and manga, fancy. Even a child could do this. See, animation, awesome. That's what I wanted to know. Look at that. I mean, if the idea is like if somebody else did it, then it can be done, right? Has the mindset of combining the most artistic and expressive animator testimonials. Yeah, and that is not, yeah, exactly. 220, that's like, I want to say I'd help you guys get it, but I can't promise anything. But if there's any way I could help you guys like get your hands on it, Adobe's, I use Adobe, but I might end up moving to Clip Studio Paint, honestly, especially if my teacher who's in the industry, like animation industry, you know, working on projects that, I'll ask him if I'm allowed to talk about like his thing, because I don't want to just like throw him out there and then be like, whoa, but he recommends Clip Studio Paint. And he said that like there's some up and coming stuff with it that's like pretty nice, so I might just have to like throw money at it. Yeah, same. My Adobe's like really old. This might be my last Adobe project, and I might move on to Clip Studio Paint. But yeah, so I think maybe it's something we should all look into. I'll let you guys know. I'll talk to him about it on Thursday. Ask him if I should recommend it to you guys or keep with what I am comfortable with. But yeah, so that'll be fun. I feel the same. Yeah, exactly. I think this is looking really nice though. Even though it is lagging like crazy again. I need to look at more moss. Oh, there are like little sticks and stuff in moss too. I want a new layer. Layer 289. And let me get some like really nice dark colors in here. I need to have this green over here translate better to like maybe down here. What type of drawing? I need a drawing tablet so bad. Yeah, it helps a lot. Gothic Killer. I think it's like a really nice thing to get. Let me look up Wacom cheapest. There's a nice small one you can get for like, no, it's got to be a Wacom. I think their cheapest one is I mean XP Pen. It's like has like a $30 one. I don't want to pull up any of this information. It's like $20 on Amazon, the XP Pen. Getting XP Pen. Yeah. You know, I kind of want to do a giveaway of like, you know, little cheap tablets like that for you guys, for like, you know, supporting me for so long. I'll definitely think about that. Maybe do like a raffle. But I'm not sure I'm comfortable like asking for your mailing address. So maybe like a gift card like code that I can send you. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Is a gift card code, and then you guys can order it yourself. I'll just have to like like put tax into it too, you know. I think that would be the best way to do it. That way I'm not like, hey, send me your address and I'll send you this thing. I don't know how I feel about Huon. I think XP pin is like, I think it would be like, if you're gonna spend money, get the Wacom. If you want something cheaper that's like obviously like more affordable with like without having like any money, then like an XP pin. And I don't trust brands other than that, because XP pen is trying to compete with Wacom, and you know. But yeah, I'll definitely let you guys know, because I want all of you that like are regulars on here to have a tablet, you know. Like pen and paper is great, don't get me wrong, I think that's fantastic, but if it gets you to post your art, then you know, then I want you to have a tablet, because I think that would be really good for you guys. This is looking really nice. I don't know if I like those little like details there. I want the light to be coming down this way. So the way you would do this light, right? Because here's their cast shadow. That's like pretty standard. So let's say the light is like this color here, on a different layer, I hope. Yeah. I want it to be like right here. This is ideally where I want like the light to be coming from. And then I'll do a little one here, and then maybe like a medium one like right here, right? And then I'll move that little one to like, let's say like right here, so I can have that come down. But generally this is where the majority is going to be from. So you take like the center of that and you kind of do like one of these. So you decide like, okay, it's going to hit his ear here, and so that means that it's going to be like hitting over here, and then let's say like the base of his head is here, right? So like, oops, base of his head is here to there to like there. So that's going to be his ear is like somewhere around here. It doesn't have to be perfect, but now you'll know like that's, you know, that's where his head is, and then you can do this to that. Where's his neck here? There, yeah, to like there. So his head will be this area here, which this is his neck. So that means that his shadow is going to be like along here. And the same with her, coming down this way, you can say like, oh, her head's here. The light's going to hit her like this. And the other side of her head like that. You just draw that straight line from like the middle of your light source to the tip of like the object that it's hitting. So like light source, center to the tip of that object. And then, you know, just generalize like the shape of it. You can go into like full detail and really get like every little, you know, like this is the exact, you know, like every line that forms that. Is an Aloria. How you doing, friend? I just finished buying my new rig. It's gonna be coming in Thursday. We're gonna do a stream on it, probably Friday night, where I build, or maybe even Thursday night. I might do it Thursday night. I think that would be pretty cool. Of me building my rig, and that's gonna be like, it was $1,600. It was so expensive. I've not spent that much money in so long, and I'm not bragging. That's not the point of this. I apologize if it sounds that. Yeah, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I haven't built. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's been 12 years. All right, this my rig. God bless this thing. You know, has survived 12 years of arduous journeys. You know, I've been really blessed, and I'm so excited that I finally get to upgrade, because you've seen it. You've seen like how it just like breaks down. You know, like midstream, it's just like, well, I guess that's it, folks. We're just gonna wait this out. I'm getting a better idea of like forming the background in this piece though. I think the rabbit looks way better, even though she's not done, but that's like, you know, we're moving in that direction. But yeah, I'm excited. And I was talking about doing a giveaway of tablets, you know. I think that would be fun because there's an XP pen that's like $20. It's going to cough and end his stream. I know. One of these days it's just going to be like boop boop boop. It's going to be Dunzacini Alfredo, that's for sure. I don't know if I like these colors, but I will hold on to it because I think it could be of use later maybe. Yeah, like here. It's too bright though. Let's be like over here. I was trying to record a video and had to give a I'm sick face. Wait, are you sick or are you just like meh, like I'm sad? Yeah, I'm sad. I'm a lawyer and I'm sad. Or are you actually like sick? Like I'm a lawyer, I'm sick. Yeah. You're like, okay, Pilf. It's getting a little out of hand there, fan. Yeah, I gotta call. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. How you doing, Drake? I know you came in here and I'm just like, hi. I like these little light spots that come down. It kind of gives like a flowering effect. Like this, right? It's like very designy in a sense. Oops, I want it to be like, maybe like right here. There we go. Like speckled light or something. And then like it wraps around this way, almost like right here. I was telling a tea time story earlier, you missed it. You'll have to watch it again. It's pretty funny. I don't know if funny is the right word, maybe like kind of rude. It's Pilferpup living that rude life, that rude boy life again. Somebody stop him, he's out of control. I got so much stuff on my back and it stinks. Wait, what? Hold on. Hold on. It's gonna cough and end his stream. I was trying to record a video, blah, blah, blah. I just hope it doesn't catch fire. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got a cold. That was lovely, by the way. That face, though. Threw your back out. No, that hurts. Yep. Oh, man. You got so much stuff on your back and it stinks. I don't understand, Drake. What happened? Oof, that tea. Oh, yeah, the tea. Yeah. But yeah, I hope you're alright, man. That sounds no good. I do like this strict shape right here. I want to see if I can keep that. Let me see if I can do more with that, those strict shapes. Maybe something like this. Those like flower kind of like again this not like that. There we go, and then maybe a little bit more right here. Oops, maybe like out here. This come around there, and then maybe one like right here. Do some like weird stuff here. Maybe it just patterns the whole thing. No, because I like this specifically. This shape right here is like really fun. I think it's just because there's a very precise line and like this mess. I see how. Oh, I see. So I don't know if I told you guys the story. PG to PG-13. I mean, it's clearly PG, but so one day I woke up and I can't remember if I woke up or if I got home from work, but I texted my brother because I couldn't move because my back was all locked up, and like I don't know what it was, if it was something I drank like alcohol the night before, but like the lower part of my back like was like really messed up and like it hurt to do anything, and I was like, oh my gosh, this like it almost feels like not a Charlie horse, but like something's really bad in there. So I was like, oh my gosh, my back. And he's like, oh, let me bring you some icy hot. So he came upstairs, brought me some, and I put it on. He's like, do you want me to put it on for you? I'm like, no, you can go, I'll put it on myself. And so I like put it on my back and stuff. Well, I've never used it before, right? And it takes like a minute or so to like activate, and I just thought it was like lotion, right? You just put it on and it's fine. You just move on with your life. So I didn't know it was gonna like do anything, so I put it on and I was like, oh, that's fine, whatever. And I went to go use the restroom. Big mistake. So that happened, and I was like, whoa. It got crazy. It's like that thing heats up so fast and it's so uncomfortable. Oh, it was an adventure. That's all I can say. It was an experience that I never wish to relive, but I'm glad that I had, because that was like, yes, it was buku no bueno. And it was just so funny because I'm like going through these like screaming fits of like, ah, to like, okay, it's over. And it like, because it cools, but it cools too much. I'm like, oh, and then it warms up and I'm like, okay, it's over. It's no more, ah! For like an hour. Oh my gosh, it was so bad. Luckily nobody was home to hear like my desperate cries of help, but it was so wild. But it's such like a funny story that I'm glad it happened, even though it was like at my own expense. Oh man, so yeah, that was fun. I like these like smaller patches here leading in. Maybe like some more of this color here. Oh man, good times. Not really, but good times. Gets more like brown moving this way, and maybe has some like moss over here. Oh, that looks nice. I like that. That looks very nice. It's like really small here. Long story short, wash your hands before you go pee-pee time. If using icy hot. I don't know how to detail these background areas enough to make it look like it's like moss kind of like back there, not just random information. Like, I know it doesn't have to be like highly detailed and stuff, but I still want it to read well and be like clearly this is like something. Oh gosh, I can't even imagine how uncomfortable that would be. Poor little Pilferpup. It's true. It's just a funny story that I'm glad happened, but don't ever want to happen again. Yeah, it was pretty silly. Good story, yes. Much love. So you'll share that, but you can't share a fart story. Oh, but I can't share. I mean, fair enough. It's because fart stories are smelly. What's up, boys? Drawing student, aka Kono. Welcome, friend. I don't know what song this is, but it sounds cool. How you doing, Kono? What's new? There's not, I don't know, like, it's not readable enough what's happening with the ground. I think it's because there needs to come out more and not just be flat. So let's see if we can get some texturing above them, like here. But it has to be like more strict, I think. So let's see. Make it almost like too wild. Nothing is too wild. It's Mac and Chalk. Hello, friend. What new is my profile and I might get a new pencil bag. Yay, that's awesome. Oh, I'm sure you're... Wow, I'm not gonna comment on that, Aloria. Jeez. Too well. Hello, Master Aloria. How's your day today? Master Aloria, we meet again. I think these sharp shapes can look pretty good if done right. I don't know if I have the skill to do these right, but I'm gonna try. See if I can. I do need to blend this, I think. You missed the story. It's probably for the best. The heck does that mean? Kono. You never know until you try. Oh my gosh. It's true. Miss Gothic Killer. Gothic, you've come such a long way. I'm so proud of you, friend. Just your art and your life, it seems like you're a lot happier. I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe I'm just making it up. Who knows? Basically, wash your hands after using ice hot and before going to the bathroom. Yes. Before pee-pee time. I need this to be like less weird. Kono's like, oh no, mamma mia. I wash my hands all the time, even when it's right to use it. I'm kind of obsessed with washing my hands. It's getting bad. It's a really bad habit. Aw, it's like an OCD. Okay, so I'm trying to do postcards for Patreon. I've been through 3 different paper types, and they all look terrible. Aw. I've tried adjusting print settings and stuff. I don't think that's the problem. I'm not sure. I think like gloss paper is pretty nice looking, but that's also like kind of like up to you, I guess, if that means anything. If that's like something you even like. But that's gonna probably be like really expensive. Let's add some like purple in here too. Do you think purple is too much for this like canvas? If I added in like some nice like flowers and stuff, do you think that detracts from like the overall piece maybe? Let's see. Yeah, it's like too much outside of like the range of colors that I'm trying to use, which is just like an orange, blue, and green. I think purple's like a little extra. Maybe if I did like use something warm like orange, red, dark purple. I mean, yeah, you're right. Like, how about some yellow flowers? Actually, that's a good point. I could use some because that's like. Well, I was trying to have like clovers, you know, but if that was the case, yeah. Thank you, I appreciate that. If I was to contrast though, ooh, that could be good. Maybe over here a bit. Have these like patches of I don't know how artists do it where they have these like patches of flowers in this like meadow or something. I'm like, I can't even make it look like it's far. Maybe it's like coming out of the background into sight on these like hills or something. Brighter. Oh, that is kind of nice. Have it like come through here. Then have it like Yas, that does look pretty nice. Wow, that really does make it pop, Aloria. Thank you so much. That's so funny. Alright, hold on, let me catch it. Hold on. I'm trying to adjust in the printing set, blah blah. Hi Gene. Well, I'm not a pro, so I don't know what to say, sorry. Orange red is a good idea, a drawing student. I think red is a little, I mean that would have worked too. Because red is contrast to cyan and blue is contrast to yellow, or yellow is contrast to blue. So that would have worked. You're right. I'm still trying to learn like what I can and can't use. Because I don't want it to go too far. Like all these colors are pretty much like within the same range, right? They're all within like these blues here, and then these oranges here. So your red might actually work if I wanted like, let's say, some specific flowers like here or here, you know? That might be good. But I feel like there's too many colors now. Like I'm not sticking to a very tight palette. So I'm still learning too how to like really lock down the palette and make sure that it doesn't get too out of hand. Tones and shades, yeah. Orange then red, yeah. I think the orange then red is good. Dark purple would have worked too, gothic, because this blue is like getting there, and I could have done like something like this for like the clover, maybe like close to purple but not too much. But I wonder if that would have almost been like too much of an extreme. Yeah, because it pulls the attention to that purple instead of the characters. Maybe if I wash it out a bit, that's not too bad right here, but it's almost like a gray. And that could have worked too, like these patches of like clovers or something over here. But to make them stand out, I would have to do like maybe something like this. There we go. Something like that. It takes attention. Right, exactly. I wanted the bunnies to be the only true blue color, and like the green is closer to a yellow because I wanted it to be closer to the orange, right? So you have to decide, like, I guess it is like a triangle, and that's something that I like struggled with for a while. Let me get that color wheel. Tetratic, I think it's called. Color wheel, so you guys can kind of understand what I'm talking about. I think it's called tetratic. Yeah, all the attention to the cute bunnies. Thank you, Kono. I appreciate that. I struggle a lot with like color theory. That's what this is. But I feel like my brain kind of like understands like the fun of colors, right? The playfulness of it. And so now I'm trying to take that playfulness and kind of lock it down and like all those little details. And that's why I appreciate you guys being like, oh, what about this and that? And like, these are great ideas that I can't think of on my own, which is why like one of the things, I don't know if you've noticed with like the last few streams, is like, I'm like, guys, like, what do you think? Like, what do you think I should do? Is because all this time I've been growing just on my own, and I'm like, I need more people to inject those ideas. But what I was talking about is this tetratic, where it's like, I don't know if it's supposed to be 3 equal. I think it is supposed to, it like one of those options is 3 equal, but I was doing more like this orange, right, with this green, because they're pretty close together. Actually, it's almost like this orange here, with this green, and then I was having this blue here, which I guess that is like pretty equal. So never mind. Maybe it was like over here or something. And that way the orange and green are close together and the blue's like far off, so the blue stands out more. Okay. Oh, what about this? So that this is more like outlandish for that color. You know, it really, like, you look at the canvas and the blue pops out so much. That yellow really ties it together, Loria. I really appreciate that. That's something that I am still learning, and it's because you're connecting this green to this yellow and this yellow to this orange, like that, instead of trying to get this green to reach all the way across to this orange. It's like too far. It's like just out of reach. So you connect it with these like 2 colors here that you blend into it, and it ties it all together, so that way it's like all communicating the same language. But then like the blue, because it's not communicating with the green and it's not communicating with the orange, it stands out on its own, and it like pops out, if you will. And I think like this texture feels a lot more fluid. Ooh. Oh my gosh, should I actually expand the canvas? I feel like this makes the canvas a lot better with these like grays here. That's so funny. Oh my gosh, I'm done. Dark purple. What you're done with what? Do you finish a piece? Send it. I want to look at it. Hold on. I'm orange to contrast the blue bunnies. Oh, also today I learned about monotones and I did yellow. A peer told me why I chose yellow if it's super hard, and I said if you go hard on something you have a better chance of learning on it. It's true. Often choosing. Oh nice, send that piece, Gothic. I really want to see it, and then I can show it on stream if that's okay. Yeah, you really got to step out of your comfort zone sometimes, and I think that's really great. I always feel like the piece is done, like at this stage, like it's perfect, it feels right, and it's like clearly no, it's not. There's a lot still needing to be like changed. But I think the red would have worked too for like some mushrooms. That would have been fun. But then it would stand out next to the bunnies too much. So I have to choose like maybe like a bright orange for those mushrooms, so that it doesn't get too like crazy. So let's see if we can do that. We'll do square shrooms, right? We'll do like some here and here. Ooh, that could be pretty. Like a big one behind her head, and then maybe like one over here that's like on here. If you had a muted red on the trees, that would look nice. Let me see. Like here, like one of these. Like this. Oops, it's too much. What color palette is this then? Because it's like it's yellow, green, blue, and orange and red. That's like 5 colors. Isn't that a little too extreme? Isn't that like too many colors? It's too close. No, the lower part of the trees, like down here. The orange is too close to the bunny ears. Okay. So you want this to be like almost like this color. I gotta figure out how to make all this close together. Like that color there. I don't want these to stand out though. You want something like that? Or do you want something more like this? No more denying fridge time, Pilfer. Smack space will bat on palm. How rude. Hard to see the rude sirens. Darker. Like this dark. I think I'll see a deity in the bathroom. Oof. Challenge YouTube baseball because I'm pro. So you want like this, like saturated or unsaturated? Like this. Ooh. Oh, fancy boy. If you hand some dark lichen on the trees. And then we can contrast that red with like a cooler version of it. Look at that. Oof. It's like interesting. It's not even blue, it's just like a different kind of red, so it looks blue. Like this, Alori, or no? Or am I once again incorrect as per standard Pilferpup? All right, I'll check that out. Not quite. Do you want like this, like here, like a little bit brighter? This. If you went back to the way you had it and used the dark red as small accents. I mean, it does pull it out more, so I really appreciate that. It's a redesign of the ice deity from my comment. Awesome. Not big strokes of it. cry in the corner. Oh, zombie. It's okay. We'll definitely check it out soon, Gothic Killer. I'm just trying to like lock down doing Bob Ross live streams. Yeah, it's a happy little tree here. I can definitely get this to like and it hurts my eyes with all that red against the green. Does it really? I thought it looked pretty good. I thought it pulled this out, but I guess you're right. What if I cool it down with a... Oh, maybe not. What if I go back to this orange? Make it darker for the like Laura is like, please Pilferpup. I'm trying, Aloria, I'm sorry. Make it dark for the wood. Pilfer didn't say hi. Pilfer betray us, throw stuff. Okay, no. Aw. Zombie. Loki. He's gonna give Rock's friends and beat the devil out of his drawing tablet. Oof. Hold on, no big strokes of it. It kind of hurts my eyes. Oh, yeah. It's more or a bunny. It doesn't have eyes. Oh, this evil one over here. Everybody is like paying way too much attention to this one over here. That wasn't Allura. I like the colors you had for the trees originally. Oh, like that one? You just want patches of red in it? I kind of like this, but I get what you're saying. Fine. Work. Yes, my lord. I want to keep these colors, but beep. But if you had some darker red mushrooms or something, just something small. I'm a sheep. Beep beep. I'm a sheep. You know what? You brought this on yourself. I'm just saying. You could have avoided this, friend, but you demanded it, and so it must be. It must become canon. Song's not even playing it. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Smiley face. I don't have eyes. I can't even see the bunnies because my Wi-Fi puts a stream in about 144p. Oh, I'm sorry. The bunny is like deity mode, like the old game Doom, when all the turns. Oh, jeez, color silver. It's a reference equal demand. Wait, I'm so confused. What's happening? Alright, let's see. Let's do trees with moss. My kindergartners 2 years ago were obsessed with beep beep. I'm a sheep. Oh, that's so funny. So something like this is kind of what I'm going for, I think, but not so extreme. Tacos are always a good idea. What is happening? Our conversations get like so out of control.
Yeah, so you know how to beep beep like a sheep, I see. But is that all you can do?
When did I make that mess with this layer? Meow, meow, I'm a cow, meow, 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 I'm a cow. Let's is bringing Pan Espresso. Nice! I had some earlier. It was so good. Pilfer, your art reminds me so much of Nitrix. Also, I just nearly swallowed my cough drop. Ugh. What is Nitrix? I must know. I don't know. Oh, there's a show? Or is this an artist? And also, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, Natrix is really good. He's very talented. He's much more talented than I am. He's got like another level of understanding like what it is that he wants to create for that zone. Wait, hold on. Epic. This is going to be out of control. Meow, meow, I'm a cow. I would blame Pilfer for that. I mean, you're not wrong. I'm often to blame for like many of the things, some problems in this world. Unnecessary credit taken.
Now some of you might be wondering, how exactly does one beep like a sheep? Take it away, Gabe!
It's too big. I like these like little strands coming around. And they'll kind of direct the eye this way along the tree branch from the top. But not so much detail that it'll... Oof, oof, I love it. Alright, it was fun, Aloria. Tell him I said hello. I said, how you doing? It's time for dinner. I'm to blame for many problems in this world, like Vanaheim. Oof, Vanaheim, please. Yeah, like maybe just a little bit more. No, I don't want to pull that attention away from the screen. Food. Food. I dinner bean tacos with a lot of sauce. My mouth is dead. Oh, you ate too much of that sauce, friend. Meow, meow, like a cow. I said meow, meow, I'm a cow. Meow, meow, I'm a cow. I said meow, meow, I'm a cow. I'm a cow. Oof, this looks pretty nice. This is looking very nice. Spicy food is nasty. I do like spicy food. I like this kind of like bright color that comes in here. See if I can use that to create a nicer depth of color on top of this branch where the base is just this like hue of orange from like an underlight or something. Like this design here. Oh, like underneath. Oh, what happened? How Loki like Pilfer? Pilfer is more than a humble. He is the love and respect in human, but okay, calm down. I'm just a normal person, alright? I appreciate very much like that sentiment, but trust me, I'm just as flawed as anyone else in this world. And that goes like very truthfully without saying. I'm just a monster frisbee waiting to be thrown. Alright, I like a lot of this color here and this like weird background that I have. So we're gonna have some fun with that. But first we gotta decide, or we gotta find out what. I think it was like one of these. I think it's this one, right? Maybe it was this one. This one? No, it was this one. Yeah, I think it was this one. I like this like weird silhouette shapes here, with like this plant life over it. This nice bright color here. There we go. That looks pretty nice. Not gonna lie. I think this is like really nice looking. Wait, hold on. Dr. Pilferpup is the best teacher. Okay, I'm not the best teacher. I'm an acceptable teacher that has a lot of learning to do. I do appreciate that though, once again. You guys are very kind to me. And I'm ever grateful for your generosity and compliments. Well, it's a lot of words there, Pilferpup. Yeah, I realize that, right? I'm trying my best. Hold on just a second. We'll get to that critique time. I'm just really loving this like look that has like a nice almost like fantasy appeal to it, and it looks like, you know, like an actual treat, I think. And then I want this to be a little bit lighter, like this color here, like maybe something like this. That might be too bright there, so we'll go back to like maybe like something a little, just a little bit lighter. There we go. We might be fine with just like this dark tone there, and then this branch coming like this, like down like that, and then maybe like down like this. Maybe we'll just leave it like that, who knows. Okay, ketchup cancel a lot. What is happening? Spiciness is created by a chemical that is supposed to trick your mouth into thinking it's on fire. That's how pepper spray works. Oh, it's basically pain instilled within a food. That's crazy. Is that a hot dog toy in the background? No, it's not a hot dog toy. Where? Oh, behind me? Let me see. I hope it's not something weird. A hot dog toy? I don't see a hot dog toy. Behind me? There's like Belly Rub and Lyria. And then there's my Amiibo. Where's, oh, I should probably use like this. Oops. There's Belly Rub, which is like yellow, and then Lyria, and then this is Fox, and this is Coldies, cold medicine. If that's what you're talking about. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah. Does anyone, what, Five Nights at Freddy's? I do. I used to draw Five Nights at Freddy's art for a little bit. What was that bite of? 87? Oof. Alright, we'll do some critique time now, friends, because you guys have been so wonderful and patient. You guys are so friggin' cool. You're getting me through this time, like super fast jellyfish. What would have something spicy and minty at the same time? Ooh. Well, sweetness or sugar is supposed to cancel out spice. Overall, why do you have a hot dog? Have you been secretly replacing hot dogs with fake ones again? Oh, you found me. There's literally no hot dog toy behind me. I'd be very surprised if there was one. Whoa, this is so cool. This one's really nice. This is an art from Miss Gothic Killer. It's looking really good. Look at those boots. Those things are crazy. Her outfit's really cool too. And that hair is glorious, not gonna lie. I think that hair is like absolutely fantastic. Critique time, fridge time, fridge time, fridge time. Heck yeah, friend, it is fridge time. This is great. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I think the legs are a little too long, but I say that you have it at an angle when you took the picture, and that distorts it a lot. So what really it probably looks like is like, let's see if it does this, right? No, I want to keep. It's probably something more akin to like this. And that might not be right either. Let's see if I can get, there we go, maybe something like this. What if I did? Oops.
Do you want to have a bad time?
I presume it's closer to like that, which is like really good.
Take another step forward.
Yeah, that's awesome though. I love all these colors, and like you actually, if I edit and remove the saturation of the colors, I can actually see it in like just in values, and I see you have like these really nice values, right? Like this really dark color here, and like on her butt, and you know, and that's fine. Like clearly that's something that you wanted to pull attention to, and there's nothing wrong with that. If that's like you want to show this like sexy female or like attractive female like assassin, you know, and it's like you want to pull attention to the things that drive or sell that that concept that you have like in your head. Like she's attractive, so it's like, how do I pull attention to that she's attractive? And you know, like beauty. Yeah, the legs are nice, and these boots are fun. I think they're really cool. I like that they're like heels and your foot like is like that, and that hair is like, you always do like, I think that's your strongest suit is like your hair design is like perfection, because you understand that hair has to move out in like these directions, and I could see that that's the case, and it's like shaved and like moved on one side, but it like flows like crazy, and it has this nice like crazy flow with like just enough strands coming out to sell that it's hair and looks like real. I know, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say attractive, even though that's like clearly what I like needed to like say. I apologize. I know, I'm sorry. That's not what I meant. I like how everyone's like calling me out. So, you know, it is time to go to school for me again. I cannot wait for school to be over. Sorry, Pilfer. Oh, no worries, Zeno. I'm sure you can't hear me. My Discord's running a little slow. I apologize. So once my Discord works again, I will definitely pull up your art. Points at Pilfer. Yes, officer, that man over there. Oof, Pilferpup cancel party. No! Pilferpup is canceled. We should do more cancel parties for Pilferpup. See if they catch on. I'm making new Photoshop, but it's not finished. I don't know if you want to help me. Of course I want to help you, zombie. Please send it, and I would love to critique you and like kind of guide. Sleepy Pup. I am a Sleepy Pup. Pilfer's channel gets his channel taken down and is arrested by the Fubi. The Fubi Wooby. Oh. Just saying, we should play more TFM. Yeah, Transformice. There's a really funny Transformice video. I'll pull it up when the stream's over. Oops, it's pretty classic. Oh, I can't play the song. I'm gonna get copyright. Even though it's a fantastic song, and I kind of want to just let it play anyway, so I'm gonna let it. Because I like Infected Mushroom. I think they're really great. I need to mix some of those blues in here, baby. Sorry, getting the case of the Yanni Wanis, the Yanni Jansons. This would be more of a warm color, so we'll do that. And keep this show on the road. No, that pushes it in too much. Maybe like under. Yeah, no, I don't want to do that. I like that orange under there. Throws fridge at Pilfer. I know I'm trying, but my... Okay, there we go, it's working. Hacking fridge time. Hey. I guess I'm just gonna end the stream here. Just kidding. Yikes. Bikes. Spikes. Lichens. Let's see. Oh. I wanted to do this. And then like that. Alright, cool. Do this. Loading text tool. Do you realize how fast my new computer is going to be? That I won't have to deal with any of this garbage anymore. It's going to be fantastic. What is it? It's 15. What is it again that I am doing? Oh, right. For I have discovered auto emojis on. Oof. Yikes. Done. Okay. So we're doing Loki's first, and then we'll get to you, zombie. Dearest Loki. Right. Oh my gosh, there's so much. And Pepsi's posting again too. Oh, that's the OC spot. Never mind. That's from like ages long gone. There's some cute stuff in here. We're gonna start from the top. Digi did some stuff, but he's not here. Zano, aka D-Wolf. I presume he's gonna watch the stream later. So I'm gonna go ahead and show. Oh my gosh, my computer's like so boo-boo. I did two things. Don't you dare miss either. You know, also Pepsi soon. Pepsi is a really good artist, but she also draws all the time. And because of that, she has a big fan base. And so her fan base gets her to draw more because obviously you want to like appease like the crowd that follows you. You're like, yes, crowd, clearly you like the stuff that I do. Thus I need to do more to continue appeasing you. And then you'll be happier and then more people will join and then draw more. And it cycles off each other. Did you beat the devil out of your computer? I'm going to soon. This is D-Wolf's work, which I think is like actually really fantastic because it's so goofy and also beautiful and very very creative. Very, very creative. And it's just a really fun piece. This line, I almost want to say should be right here. And maybe like here. Sorry. Whenever you have these lines that go through your piece and it basically points at your character, but it points out like a specific part of them too. So by putting it up here, it's pointing at the face, because you want to bring attention to the face first, because that's what people love. So you do the face, and you really sell that, like, hey, look at the face of this thing, because that's what we identify with the most. Have it looking at the audience primarily, so I'd say like here. I wish there was an easy way to say like how to determine where the audience is in this. You don't need to make pupils on this. I am just because I can. But otherwise, yeah, you'll have it staring at the audience because you need to look at something, and if there's nothing, then the audience. And then just make the mouth lines a little bit more distinct so they pop out more is really important. You want see how it's like a much more readable, like his expression or her. And I think that's like really cool. Sometimes thicker lines on the eyes isn't the best. I might be ruining his expression via thicker lines, but if you notice now it's a lot more readable, his expression. I almost would have thicker lines on all of the like outlining, just because there's so much bright color. You really want to define certain parts with like that thicker outline to really like lock in that silhouette and be like, this is the shape of my character. But that's my advice, is making sure the mouth is stands out very importantly, the nose, and then the eyes. And you can detract the nose if it's not like an animal. Tasty. Wait, what am I reading? Let's not spam my chat, please. I appreciate it. Unban, no, unbab. Unbanned. That's cool. But those thicker outlines would help lock in this super vibrant color that's like, ah! But this is really fun. I think you did a great job, D-Wolf. Keep it up. And like I was saying, the reason I put the lines from behind him, those two colors intersecting on the side, is because that points at the face instead of at the legs. Ginger, did you touch a pufferfish? Alright, moving on to Bucky's on fire with this beautiful one of like some grand deity. This is a Pokemon. Great, Neon, how you doing, friend? It's always a pleasure. Oh, am I out of focus? No, I'm on focus. I don't know what out of focus means. This is really cool. I actually really like this design. I think this is nice. I am trying to figure out how to decide the depth of the character. Okay, so what I would do, Loki, because I know what you're going for, and I think it's like really friggin' cool. It's gonna go into more like volumetric, right? So I know Zeroga, the deity of matter. Why does everyone think he's a Pokemon? It's not spam, it's ritual. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so what we're gonna look at here is like your character's two-dimensional, and like I understand that it is in like a three-dimensional space, and you did a really good job for the most part communicating that, but it gets hard because for one thing it's in space where like light doesn't travel, or light doesn't have a medium to like stop on, so there's not like technically even space dust that could be like, oh, this is the distance, but we're gonna cheat that to sell like this concept, right? And this is getting more into like almost like a painting appeal, because I love this. I think it's like a really fun idea, and I like that its face is like a visor, unless that's its mouth, this right here. I think if this is its eyes, I think that's really fun because it almost looks like a spaceship. But what was I gonna say? So this character is kind of like the head, right? And then you have, let's say, like the body that's like down here, and then it has its legs that go like back, and this is from straight on, right? This is that, and then its wings go like this, right? And you want to push you want to push this back because I presume the planet's like right in front of it right here, right? It's like closer. Please watch Doremi on stream. No, I'm not gonna watch Doremi on stream. The Pokemon is okay. Copyright, yeah, exactly. You can say 100. Can 100 say that you are unlikely to face a coincidence? Is it? I don't know. Dr. Pilfer, you should do a challenge, but we have to trade a character through a color palette. Yeah, we can definitely work on stuff like that. That would be really fun, Miss Gothic Killer. So light doesn't travel in space in terms of like having a medium, but you do want to sell like this concept that you've created. So I would probably have just like a little rim of light to sell that back part, even though realistically all this would be just in like pure shadow and you wouldn't be able to see it because no light would be touching it. There's nothing for light to reflect off of to give it that. So what I would do is just have that nice rim light right here to sell this part. I do like this with like how you have the orange reflecting on it, because this it's almost like overwhelming, right? How much of this is there. So you can almost have like just a little bit closest to the character and maybe even a little bit like past it, just to like, it's like blinding almost, right? And then maybe even like a little bit of white right here just to like sell that tip part. Well, he has that little orange haze around him. Zergo isn't there in solid form, so the lighting is just a little weird. Yeah, no, that's fine. But what I was saying is like for depth, right? Like you want to show like how grand and big this guy is, like those wings spread and stretch through space. It's crazy. I would have him almost like cut in half, right? Maybe like that. Right, so if we're looking at him from the front, it's like that. And even though that doesn't make sense realistically, because the way light is reflecting off this, it would bounce back and hit like equally, right? But because we're seeing it from this angle from the side, or I'm sorry, from the side, I want to push him back through space so that you get that like depth. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this part that's furthest from us, right? Everything that he has on him that's furthest from us, which are these things here, I would think, and maybe even like maybe not the tail, we'll see, but like these wings too. And then I want to like start blending in the very background into him, so that it shows that like he moves backwards away from us. And then like, you know, obviously these parts that are furthest from us are going to get really dark to almost where they like disappear into the nothingness. Right, like this. And then the leg too. See, now it looks like he's moving away from us because it gets brighter the closer we get, but then we have like this wing here that's like coming towards us, right? And we want to show that it's coming towards us. And same with that leg. This song is awesome. I don't know what song this is, but it's really cool. Oops. I want to get rid of this like black there, right here. Oh, that's kind of ruined it, but whatever, it's fine. And then maybe it like branches onto him like here, and then this hip comes out too. And then maybe like this ear too. Well, no, we'll leave the ear alone. We'll just do these extremes. And so as these come out, they get like brighter, right? So it's like, because they're so close and there's so much light coming off of them, right? Do you see that? Now it looks like he's like spread through space and like he's like really close. But that's just like basically how you can sell that idea. And now if you look at him, it looks like this is so small because he's expanding through space and the planet's just sitting there, and like, you know how big Earth is, and so you have like an idea of contrast of like to scale this character. A wide boy, yeah. But I think that's really fun because like already I'm like, oh man, like sold, you got me. This looks so sick, like so fun. Sorry, because now you're selling this like grand cosmic concept. But yeah, so basically all I did, Loki, to explain one more time, I cut the character in half basically, like from what I would think is like the furthest thing to like the closest thing, and then I make sure that one is like right in your face and the other's like really far and like blending into the distance, and that's how you show like depth of stuff. But yeah, so there's that. What's it called? Then we have some stuff from Lost, but Lost isn't here. We got Unbab stuff. I just go down the list. Expanded. Look at this beautiful girl from your boy. Drogo is so fun to draw, and Skroger. And Kroger, isn't that like a food shop? No, Skoger is not, because Skoger has hands on his antlers and uses sign language sometimes. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. Unbab stuff. This is really fun, Unbab. I think she looks so cute. I like this this like roundness of these gems down here. How you have that like little sheen to sell that it's like a sphere. And I think that's really good. And like keep that in mind for like any spherical shape. So like have that here. And then you can have like just a little bit of a shadow down here. Let's find that color. So you have like an idea of like if light's hitting here, you kind of want to have it like go like round, you know, because it is a round shape. And these are individual triangles on top of this round shape that is her head. I think her neck could, yeah, I'm sure he knows. It's just a matter of like, what's it called? Let's see if I can do this. It's like he did it on paper, so it's hard to move things around. He was just having such a fun time with her that he finished the piece, which I totally get. But yeah, you could just move it like right there. Right there, and then I presume the next like right there. Yeah, and then just take all this and be like, more hair is here, and then maybe like more. Make sure that this is flat, right? It's like from the side you can see it's flat. It doesn't go like up. So you'll just take that line and kind of like do this right here and have this nice shadow color down here. Just like that. And then this cheek would come down like this. I'm doing it on the wrong layer. It needs to be on this layer. Like that. So now you kind of round that out, and then it kind of goes down here, which is why you'll see that triangle shape for the neck, which is like a shadow. I'll say like this color here, and then the neck will be a little bit wider. Just like that, and then the hair would probably come down like right here. My ear's fine. And so now it's more like anatomically correct, but that just comes with practice. That's not anything on your fault. It's just like knowing where things are. This is a little too far. But she's super cute. I always love when you draw this character. Hold on, can you read my message that I sent after burning one's last messages? All right, hold on, let me go back. I have eyeballs. Well, good for you, Unbab. I'm glad you have eyeballs. Well, for the most part. Don't we all, for the most part? So the clip I am talking about is like 41 seconds and not the full song. Plus, is a remix of the original with a meme, so I'm like 80% sure that's not copyright, and if it's not, I just confused. Literally the first video to pop up. Either way, watch it off stream at least and message me your reaction. Okay, I definitely send it to me. Send it to me, Ginger East. I'll check it out. Zero go, a white boy expanded. Zero go. I think her neck could be moved forward. Nice colors. So yeah, the colors pop on this, and that's like so fantastic, especially because you have this green with this purple, and then the purple has like two hues, which is crazy. That's like genius. You have like almost like this purple here, and then this red here, which I almost feel is like closer to this kind of purple. It's just my color picker's not picking it up too well, but it is like this kind of purple here. And so that makes the green pop out like very nicely, and this gray almost has like a purplish reddish color to it, so it makes everything like locked together really well. But yeah, so I think that looks really nice. Unbad. I hope you don't mind me critiquing your work. No rush, because refrigerator timer is important. Yes, it is important, and I appreciate you understanding. Yes, I am imposter. Oh, Ginger's turning into me now. Correcting him on stuff he didn't read is my job, it's true. Imposter! But I seek to troll him more than you, it's true, at least of what I've seen. Yeah. Pilfer, I got a slip. If you do my other drawing, I will see it tomorrow. I'm doing it right now, Loki! Goodbye. No, Loki! As long as you don't critique my dog. I don't have a dog. Oh, I can critique. This is fun, Loki. I like the expression. I think maybe the only thing I one of my worst things is expressions. So I think this just needs to come down more, because it's all about where that pupil gets cut at, sort of. But see, now he's like, ugh. He's like, ugh. He's like, ugh. What? How does the Minecraft Bob go? Minecraft Jim, what's his name? Bob from Minecraft. I like. I think your expressions are like spot on, Loki. This is like really fun. This one particularly is really good. I think one of the things you would benefit from the most is making these brows a little bit thicker to really sell like that expression, making it more readable. And then like, let's say this one too, making sure those brows stand out separately. It's like Minecraft Jim, I think. GG Loki. Also still haven't wrote anything new for my story, lol, but did change one of the names because I don't have any art in like a week. Just got no ideas right now. Fair enough, burning one. Sometimes you just draw to like feel it out and like have a good time. Haven't wrote in a week. Names because it was awkward name to pronounce, so changed it to something better. That's actually a really smart move on your part. You kind of want to say it out loud and like feel it out. Steve from like Dateline, or Steve from who's Steve from State Farm? Is it Steve from State Farm? It's not even close to Bob. Like, what? Do you even game? Jim from Minecraft. Yeah, so it is Jim, right? Can someone teach me how to draw animals? Yes, Gothic Killer. We'll go over that right now. What is wrong with you, foul imposter? But yeah, this is really fun, Loki. I love this the laughing expressions like 1,000 out of 10. Especially because the perspective on it's like really good too. Oof, Digi making more adorable, beautiful art. Dang. D-Wolf is better artist than I am, honestly. D-Wolf's got this beautiful art piece right here. What is wrong with you, foul imposter? That's what I've been talking to you about. I keep calling him the wrong name. What was it, like Evan or something? This is really fun. It's so expressive and just like genuinely fun to look at, and these colors are so great. The green with the orange is really good. Green with purple is really good. That dark purple background really makes these bright colors pop, and it's just like he's clearly like coming at you like, you're gonna get the full brunt of my galactic force, fam. And he's got this like meh, but like playful because it's like a grin, and his eyes are like, yeah, I'm locked on my target. This just looks really nice, D-Wolf, and you even have these like little hairs going right here, these like strands right here. I'm using my mouse, so it's poopy. But yeah, this is a really nice D-Wolf. I love it. All this conversation to drawing student, looking good, making up his own crazy language. What? Who are you talking to? Then use my calling you out as backing up your false deities, Jim and Bob. Wait, so there's like more than one Minecraft character? I was right then, right? Jimmy Bob? Yeah, one of the races are named Molites. Oh. And that is a lot more interesting than calling them cat peeps or something. Right. Molites. No. This is pretty fun though. There's like a Pokeball and a Pokemon with a weird language or something. 3. It's pretty fun. Slugma. Who's Slugma? Dorime. Are you Slugma? Wait, who's Steve? I thought your name was Oliver or something. That's why I call you Olimar. Doreemed. Get Doreemed. So there's a Jake from Minecraft. No, it's like Steve from State Farm, I think. Let's see. Don't be giving out my middle name for reason. Oh, I don't know. Olimar was your middle name. Okay, let's see. Twitter. I think Zombie wanted me to look at something, right? Did you post it, Zombie? Zomboy. I'm gonna stable your animation software to the wall. Don't stable my animation software. My computer is so slow right now. I mean, fair enough, I have so many tabs open in Chrome. Not the software. Anything but the software. So, I think this works, Zombie. So Zombie likes putting ponies in realistic like situations and like photoshopping it so that they all kind of like work in tandem. I think this works for the most part. You just have to follow the rules of like the setting, right? So like if there's light coming from here, right, and you have like all the lighting here and it moves on them, I think the colors that you chose for them work. I think they might just need to be a little bit darker, maybe like right here, over here too, maybe to show that like that light is coming like this direction, right, like this way. I know I'm doing a terrible job and I apologize. I'm just trying to generalize the this like kind of idea. Oops, like here, and then maybe even have them like they're like shadow cast onto the things, you know, around them, right? And her head's here, and then like her spine, which is this part, is going to be like over here, and then that tail. So kind of like this is going through her here, and then that way you're following the same rules that are already in play, like, you know, that. And then you just have to communicate that there's a connection. You just have that nice little highlight, like here, just enough to show that they're in the same universe as like this light here. Here. Actually, I'll just have it beside this, pointing at it like that. Maybe just a little bit there, and down here, and then here, and there, on her butt, or her flank, and then on her tail. Maybe not even at that part of her tail. Well, yeah, because the light would still come out, oops, like this way. It goes in all these directions, right? And then you can make these shadows a little bit darker too, like here. Going that way. And that way it shows that there's something moving. And now you can see there's like depth to them, and it really connects them to the background because you have that bright highlight. Don't touch my Twilight Sparkle. I'm more of a Rainbow Dash pony lover. That's the correct terminology. Pilfer, I sent a video to you by text and by Discord. Alright, thanks. I'll definitely watch it after stream, friend. But yeah, now you can see that there's that sheen that dictates that there's light coming from that direction, and then shadow showing that that light is blocked by like the object, which is the character, right? And so if we look at these things, like you're not gonna have like that light be like here and here, because these aren't cartoon things. If they were cartoon things, then yeah, you'd probably want to have light, you know, like on it somewhere like that. But because those aren't cartoon things, that's not going to happen. But however, because the light does travel down this way, it connects to the characters very easily because already the picture's leading your eye like this. And it really wants you to focus, it really wants you to focus here on these books. But these characters are down here as like an accent. So that works, Zombie. I think you did a good job. You just got to really focus on like making sure that the lighting of the picture connects. That is the end of critique time, my dear friends. This picture is looking very nice. We'll definitely continue with it. But I think that's going to be it for the night. I really appreciate you guys being here. I am exhausted and I want to take a nappy nap. So, or, you know, go to sleep. Since, like, my schedule's shifted completely to mornings now, but I'm having a good time, so have a great night.